welcome to my channel, Maximum Momming. Okay, so today in this video, I will be cleaning my kitchen. Yes, I'm cleaning my kitchen because the night before, I was just too busy to even touch it. My girls and I were busy doing some other things after dinner, and once we were done doing those things, the kitchen was the last thing on our minds, and we were just like not having it. So we went to bed without the kitchen being clean. I know that is not me at all. I have to close down the kitchen every single night. But this night, I just could not close down the kitchen. We were just too exhausted. So I woke up and decided that, hey, I need to get this kitchen cleaned up and sparkling clean and back to normal. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the Maximum Momming family. And there's plenty of videos on my channel for you to watch. Lots of cleaning motivation videos, some organizational videos, and some other videos that I'm sure you will enjoy. So I'm going to get tackling on this kitchen, get it up to par. So let's get to work. There are so many dishes that the dishwasher is not going to be taking all of these. A lot of these are going to be hand washed. So I'm going to have to decide which ones are going into the dishwasher and which ones are not. So typically the pots don't go in. So when I was unloading the dishwasher, I realized that one of my girls had stuck a pot in the dishwasher. So it was a pot that I wasn't too concerned about. So I let it slide. But usually we don't put pots in the dishwasher. We hand wash them. I guess it just depends on what's in the pot. But that pot that was in the dishwasher, yeah, that usually doesn't go in there. But so the pots are not going to go in. I'm going to hand wash those. So I'm deciding right now just what I'm going to rinse off and the things I'm going to put in the dishwasher and the things that I'm not going to put in the dishwasher. But there's tons of dishes. So I made a big breakfast the night before. I made, everybody made their own lunches. So everybody was using pots and pans and everything else. And then I made a big dinner the night before. So there's just so many dishes to clean, and we did not tackle those the night before. So I'm handling it all by myself. But it's okay. It's okay. Everybody's gone, and it's just me by myself. So I'm watching TV. I'm just, enjoying it, relaxing, doing a little bit of, I guess, dishwashing meditation and just making sure that I tackle those dishes properly, make sure that they are sparkling clean when they come out of the dishwasher and after I hand wash them. I rinse my dishes thoroughly before I stick them in the dishwasher. So that's what I was doing before. I rinse them off, and then that way I rinse them all off first, and then I get to loading. It makes loading easier for me. And my girls, they think that I practically wash them before I put them in the dishwasher. They're like, that's what the dishwasher's for. It washes the dishes. You do not have to wash the dishes before you stick them in the dishwasher. But I don't feel like I wash them. I don't put soap or anything on them. I just rinse them off really, really well with some hot water, and then I stick them in the dishwasher. I do this because I just don't like food particles or food. I don't want it to clog the dishwasher. I don't want food in the bottom of the dishwasher. I just feel like that's just, I don't know. I just don't like that. And I really like to rinse them off really, really well. My girls, it would just be food all over it, and they just stick them straight in there. They don't rinse them or anything like that. At least I think one of my girls at least does that. I'm not sure, but I'll open the dishwasher and it'll be sauce just all over the dishwasher and so much food particles, and it just bothers me so much. So I usually, say, hey, rinse this stuff before you put it in the dishwasher. And that just bothers me, to no end. So I like to rinse mine. So let me know what you do. Do you just stick it straight in the dishwasher without rinsing it or anything? Or do you rinse your dishes before you stick them in there? Or do you go extreme? Do you practically wash them with some soap before you stick them in the dishwasher? Like, let me know what you do. Because I like to rinse them off thoroughly before I stick them in the dishwasher. So leave it in the comments. Let me know. Am I extreme? Or are my daughters right? Just stick them straight in there because that's what the dishwasher is for. So leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think. So I'll know if I'm in the wrong, if I'm kind of extreme. Another one of my pet peeves is after they hand wash dishes, like something like the pots and things, because like I said before, we usually wash out our pots and anything that doesn't go in the dishwasher because we don't like to, or at least I don't like to overfill the dishwasher. My girls will try to get by because they don't like to hand wash. So they will try to get by overfilling the dishwasher when I'm not looking. But when we do hand wash dishes, they will leave food in the sink. Like it'll be just particles or things still in the sink. And that bothers me so much. I'm like, wash out the sink. Like take a sponge or something and scrub the sink out. Get the food particles out of the sink. If they're big particles, you take them out and you throw them in the trash. It shouldn't be big particles in there in the first place because you're supposed to, dump out the plates or the bowls or whatever into the trash. But if there are large food particles in the sink, you take them out and you throw them in the trash. And anything small or anything that can go in the garbage disposal should go in the garbage disposal. And then everything else just gets cleaned out. Like that bothers me when there's still food in the sink. Like the sink should be clean. There shouldn't be anything in the sink. And it bothers me when they leave that stuff in the sink and I'm just like, clean out the sink. It just, I don't know. It just really gets to me. So I don't know. Let me know if that's a pet peeve of yours too. If you agree with me, like the sink should be clean. Everything should be clean. That goes with washing dishes. The sink should be clean as well. Cause I don't know, maybe that's just how I was taught growing up. Cause my mom, you do not leave food in the sink after you're done washing dishes. It's just, I don't know. Just let me know what. So if I like fried chicken, or if I fry like homemade chicken strips or chicken nuggets or anything that requires a sauce, even if it's tacos or just anything that requires some kind of salsa or sauce or anything like that, my daughter, like it could be a ranch, like she wants ranch with her stuff, or a sweet and spicy sauce or anything. My daughter, my oldest daughter, will make that sauce from scratch. Like she wants to make that sauce from scratch. She wants to make her own crema or ranch or just anything. And on the stove, you saw there was like some just like some stuff on the stove. Like it was brown sugar because she was making a sauce. And it was just like, she likes to make these sauces and she likes for us to try them. And some of them are good, some of them are like meh, but for the most part, I like her enthusiasm for this because she's like me, we're foodies. Like we just love food. And she just, for her, it's like, it's gotta have a sauce with it. And I just love how she gets so enthusiastic about it. And it's just like, oh, we gotta make a sauce for that. And she will find a recipe or she'll think of something and she'll make a sauce. Like I said, they're not always like the best sauces, but she'll give them a try. And if she doesn't like it, she doesn't like it. The only problem I have is that we have to go buy these obscure ingredients for these sauces. And so I have a pantry full of obscure ingredients that we may never use again. And I'm like, why do we have a pantry full of this stuff? And she's like, oh, now you have it. So if you get a recipe that requires you to use that, now you have it. And I'm like, but I probably will never use this stuff. And she's like, you never know, but I mean, she's right. I never know. I may need this stuff, but I would suggest like not before it expires. I may never use this stuff before it expires, but she's so enthusiastic with the stuff that I just go ahead and buy it. But that's why I have to like scrub my stove right now because it's like remnants of all of her sauce all over my stove right now. But it's okay. Like I said, I love her enthusiasm and, I got her back, mommy's down, whatever sauce she wants to make, I'm down with it. I tried the last sauce she made that I'm scrubbing the stove with, and it was good. It was a sweet and spicy sauce that she made because I fried, I made some homemade chicken strips that I fried, and they were absolutely bomb. Okay, I have to say, I put my foot in those chicken strips. They were good. And she made this sauce to go with it, and she tossed the chicken strips that she wanted to eat in the sauce, and she liked it. So, my husband did too. So, proud of her. So tip, do not start your dishwasher. Like when you clean it like this, like how I'm cleaning, I do not start my dishwasher until I'm absolutely done with basically with the kitchen. And then I also don't start it until I do a thorough check of the entire house. I check the entire house because I make sure that there's no glasses or any dishes in my daughter's in the room. I make sure that there's nothing in my room because my husband, he will have like a ton of glasses and things in the room because I don't know, like he likes to bring glasses of water to bed with him at night, but he always brings a new glass. So I'll go in there and there'll be like 5 glasses in there. So I always check there. I check the living room to make sure nobody was drinking anything and left it. I just check around the house before I start the dishwasher because if not, I'm hand washing those. And I don't like to hand wash, but I have to hand wash. As you see, I just hand washed a ton of dishes. So I just check before I start the dishwasher, before I start anything, make sure the entire kitchen's clean, make sure everything around me, it doesn't have necessarily have to be clean, but I just check to make sure that there are no more dishes. And then I start the dishwasher last after everything else is clean. So dishwasher right now isn't started yet because I do that last. And I saved some room in there for glasses. That's why I hand washed a lot of different other things because I want to make sure I save some room for like glasses or just anything. My girls usually don't have plates or anything in their rooms, but I just make sure I saved it for like some silverware or some glasses or anything like that. Because they might have a cup in there for a glass of water or something like that. So I just leave it open for that. But I hate starting a dishwasher, cleaning everything, and then walk around and find, cups and other stuff around the house. And I'm like, ugh. So I always just wait until everything's in there, and then I start it. Just so it just make sure I don't have a headache or issue with it. It's just a headache that I don't have to have. So I just leave that pretty much open. So once I'm done sweeping and mopping and everything else, once the floor dries and everything, then I start the dishwasher. So newbies to my channel, I just want you to know that in my mop water, I use bleach, a little bit of bleach, and some Mr. Clean multi-purpose just liquid, like, in the bottles, not that you can, the concentrate that you don't have to put in the, that you can make your own spray with. I I use the concentrate. So I just put a little bit of the concentrate in there and a little bit of bleach, and that's what I do for my mop water. And I feel like it smells good and it gets the floor clean. All right, that's it for the kitchen. I got a clean kitchen now. And it's cleaner than what my girls would do. Don't tell them I said that though, because they would be like ranting and raving because they already think that I don't think they do a good job. But I do think they do a good job. They do a good job, but I always think that I do a better job. Because I'm mom. I always do a better job. But they do a really good job when they clean the kitchen, I must say, or else I wouldn't let them do it. Me, I'd be like, you know what, never mind. I'll do it myself. But they do a really good job when they clean the kitchen. But, right now it just needs a real thorough mopping and sweeping, and I took care of that. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the Maximum Mommy family. You'll get more videos like this. You'll get some longer videos with a lot of cleaning motivation. You'll get some organizational videos. I do my linen closet. I do my closet in my bedroom, which is pretty big. And I do a lot of other organizational videos. And I hope that you will subscribe and join the Maximum Mommy family. But my kitchen is clean, and I'm super happy that it is clean. And yeah. So I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.